What else? I could say. Just that, eh? Well, we see more birds on the way to the Reed Islands, yes?
Yes.
So we need to go this way. Follow your tour guide here. Back, south. Now we go from the southeast and the west.
Carnes a los niños, hay niñitos en la isla, hay bambinos, vienen regalos,
Oh my goodness, that is a shark.
Agua mineral, poca cambia agua. Poca cambia, amiga.
No, now that you say it. Is that Puerto Rico? I don't know. That's I don't know what the song is about. I mean, she sings it.
Who's singing
I
it?
think it's Madonna.
Madonna. Oh, but Madonna sang it, then of course I know it. Come on. That's a sound.
Hola, hola. So, welcome on board. Yes, we know about Puno, is that right? We know about Puno City.
No.
And now we are on Lake Titicaca, which is considered the highest navigable lake of the world. And Lake Titicaca belongs to Peru and Bolivia. But Peru-Bolivia just since the independence of Bolivia. Before August 6th of 1825, there was no existing as a republic, as a nation Bolivia. There was no Bolivia. What was then the name of Bolivia? Was the Alto Peru, was the High Peru, was Peru always. I think it's some political and some indigenous leaders from Bolivia, when Simón Bolívar was in Puno in 1825, because he was trying to open the new school for Puno. So they came here and they say, we've been abandoned by government, the south side, so we want to be independent. We want to be a new nation. So Bolivar gave the independence. He says, okay, you could do it. And then they founded this August 6th of 1825 as a Republic Constitutional of Bolivia. Yeah? And that way, Bolivia takes the name of Bolivar. Bolivia comes from Bolivar. Yeah? And even that later, 20 years later, Congress of Peru doesn't accept that. Then finally, they create a congregation, Confederación Peru-Bolivia. And then after that, definitely separate. But now, Bolivia, it doesn't call anymore República Constitucional. Constitutional Province, Republic. Now, the new name from 6 years ago, it's Estado Plurinacional de Bolivia. That's the new name of Bolivia. Plurinational state. Because Evo Morales is the new president. He changed the constitution. So he's one of the first indigenous president. That way. Whatever, but they're still running the money in Bolivia. They call them Boliviano, then people they call it peso. Whatever. All right. First, please, indeed, we have the restroom, the toilet, just outside this cabin, on to the right side. There is loo facilities. Yeah. We are going to be here for about 10 more minutes. And after that, we could have a chance to be sitting outside for some 8 people. And on top, we could go another 8. Yes? Normally, it's not allowed to have people outside on top. It's restriction from the Peruvian Navy of Puno. But after 10 minutes, we could do it. Yes?
Yes.
Just, because you are here. All right.
What's
I bought some maps for you. It's going to be one map per family, you tell me. About Lake Titicaca. Yes, and also have a list of birds. Yes? Some of you are interested, I'll give you that. And on the way back, we will know what's going to be on. Yeah? Yes,
what's that building over there?
the white building on that island is a hotel. That belongs to the chain of the Hotel Libertador. It was an island one time, but they have a road now, a coastway that's arrived to the hotel. But before it was an island, it was a prison.
There you go.
Like a little Alcatraz.
Yeah.
It's my summer house outside.
Oh, good.
Then why aren't we staying there?
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, but next time, the only thing, that hotel is very popular, It's going to be a 5-star hotel, 10-star price, and 2-star service. Want to choose that? All right. Soto? Right here, Soto Island. Up there is the deepest point, 900 feet deep. 900 feet deep. And this lake has 115 miles long from south to north and 35 miles wide from east to west. 35. Total area of Lake Titicaca is going to be 5,500 square miles. 60% on the Peru side, yes, and 40% in Bolivia. Total area, 5,500 square miles. And 10,000 years ago, this lake was 8 times large, bigger,
8 times.
and higher too.
Wow.
So many lakes around Titicaca, like the lake that you saw on the way from Arequipa to here. That lake name is Cabanillas, no? Or the lake that we're going to see in the afternoon in Siustani, the Umayo. In Bolivia, another lake is the Pio Lake, Popo. That was just one huge lake. But another lake was an ocean because it was salt water. And 15 million years ago, the Pacific Ocean, Lake Titicaca, and Atlantic was just one.
Really?
Because up at the mountains, on the eastern mountain range, western mountain range, we found sea fossils like shells, fish, plants that belong to that time. You could imagine that. Yes? Here I have a map originally. And one more time, please. There was no Bolivia one time. It was just one nation here. Yes? And on between is the basin of Lake Titicaca. That's a high plateau. That's the Altiplano. And this is the Lake Popo, and this is the other lake, Titicaca. And that was just one huge lake. This lake has 11,500 feet high. Lake Titicaca has 12,500. So by logic, the water from this lake is bringing down to this lake. It's just the only river that flows down. Most of our rivers who comes from the snow mountains of the eastern mountain range, here you can see how many rivers has the basin of Lake Titicaca. And most of these rivers are coming from the snow mountains, yes, and the rain. We are more than I don't want to exaggerate, but there's 200 rivers, but 25 big rivers flowing water to the lake on a rainy time. And during the year, just 9 permanent, 9 rivers. Yes, here you can see. This is the hydrographic map. The small rivers going down to Titicaca. Yes. This place and here was declared by the government as a national reserve. Reserva Nacional del Titicaca, we call that like that, for the conservation, for protection of our flora and fauna. And they were declared also by Ramsar, a national reserve. When we are in a national reserve, there's also restrictions. Number one, no allowed fishing. Number two, no allowed hunting. But inside the reserve, we have a Reed Island people community, the floating islands. And the floating island inhabitant says, we're born here. We live here. We need to eat. So the government give special license just to the Uro indigenous people from the Reed Islands for fishing and hunting. They do fishing for themselves. They do hunting either for themselves, not to make money. It's not commercial. We don't have any big boats fishing here. No. So, when Jacques Cousteau was on Lake Titicaca in 1968, he was looking found the gold treasure of the Incas, but he never found it. The only thing besides small items that he found is small ones, this size, some 20 of these. He found huge frogs, the giant frogs.
That big? Seriously?
Wow.
Really?
Never saw them. How'd you get them?
And they live on around 200 and 150 feet deep, and there's no gills, so it's breathing by the skin. And there are 5 different types. Also on the Peru side we have a little smaller. The bigger, the huge ones is on the Bolivian side. So when he wants to write the article for National Geographic, he wants to know what means Titicaca. So there have been 20 versions. One healer, Aymara from Huli, he says that on Lake Titicaca is reincarnated one of the gods of the Aymaras, a puma, where in Aymara Titi means a puma, South American lion, Titi, and Kala, stone. But in the Bolivia side, they call to one wild rabbit also a caca, which is going to be the Andean squirrel. And here on the picture says there's a puma catching this, this is a small animal. So you could say Titi, the puma right here, yes, the puma, and the caca, the rabbit, like this.
Did you drink a coca tea?
If you turn up your maps on the other side like this, you could see the same. So much clearer I could say here.
I think the rabbit,
So-
see the ears?
You check the puma? Yeah? The puma head here and the rabbit.
I see.
You got it?
Same as the picture.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, the rabbit.
Okay, how many of us wants to have the list of birds of Lake Titicaca? Okay, one here. Because it's in a province, correct? We call them regions. But for me, those are the regions. We have 3 natural regions. Good say 4, but 3 on the mainland. The yellow color is the coast of Peru, the costa, coast. The orange one is the mountain region, what we call them Sierra. And the green, well, logic, is the jungle, the Amazon, which is the almost 60% of Peru. And to the north, we have a border with Ecuador. Northeast with Colombia. East, a big border with Brazil. Southeast, Bolivia. South, Chile. West, Pacific Ocean. That's Peru. 1,284,260 square kilometers. And something like 30 million inhabitants in Peru. See? Okay, we are going to be in about 10 minutes to the Reed Islands, so you could go outside sitting for pictures, you could go to the top 2. And when we arrive to the Reed Islands, explain you the rest about this lake, yes? But anyway, if you have any questions for me, I'm here. Yes, thank you.
Then we can see the frogs.
Hey, Greg, you want to sit here?
I'll go on down.
Sit down.
Very shallow. You see the reef is just 3 to 1 feet deep, very shallow. Up here on the tunnel, 11 feet deep. Could you sit down there, please? We need to give one seat to the senor. Could you move up here? Thank you. Look at these ladies, how they are transporting the reeds. Yes? On the canal here, on this channel, we have 11 feet deep. But on the reeds, we see to that way 2 feet. 2 feet or 3 feet deep. That's a total reeds.
Okay, thank you.
I got it.
No, I saw.
The whole boat went like this.
Yeah, I know.
The whole boat.
Achala means Casanova.
What is?
Is Achala.
Like, oh.
From Italy?
Yeah. Sounds good.
I was surprised at that. But he said you could get one for $35.
Yeah.
I think they're cute. I like them.
That has full heart.
¿Qué es eso? This one is hospital. Give me hospital on the left.
Oh, look at those boats. Oh. Is that we're going to go on? We're going to go on with it.
We're gonna have the
Oh, one sold. Wrong side every single time.
Don't worry, we'll exchange email addresses and we'll send
We will. A major email exchange. Or Facebook even.
Either way, don't worry.
No worries. No worries. No, look at you down here. I'm on the right side this time.
They're live.
Nos podemos ir a Plaza Real.
I've seen this.
So we're getting off over here? What is a small island?
Waliki.
When you look down, you see this. Wonder how far Bolivia is. On the water?
Chicos,
It's right there.
Toma.
Be nice to get a stamp in our stamp.